What's up, guys? Man, Supra is looking a little bit dusty over here. If you guys didn't know, we basically moved all of our merch fulfillment out of my basement and over to my brother's new shop. He bought a house like 6 months ago, and it has this like 45 by 75 like amazing shop on it. So we have all of our merchandise fulfillment over here. Got the Supra over here. Got the 2JZ Mustang over here. And yeah, we print some of our own shirts. We ship everything out all ourselves. So pretty cool little process. I just wanted to let you guys know that the giveaway winner of our 700 horsepower Evo, Nahum Fardia, he is actually the confirmed winner of the Evo and $10,000 cash. So the plan as of right now is we are going to Cleetus and Cars in Florida, at Cleetus's track, the Freedom Factory. And so he doesn't live too far away from there. I think it's about 2.5 to 3 hours. So instead of having him fly out and do all that type of stuff right now, we're actually just going to ship the car to him, and he's going to drive it up to Tampa or Bradenton, right by Cleetus's at the Freedom Factory, and we'll film some stuff with him there. It just makes it time-wise and everything. He didn't have a whole lot of time, and we were kind of busy doing some stuff too. But getting into that means that we need to pull out the 2JZ Mustang. I basically haven't done anything with this thing since the last time we did a burnout competition at the ice cream cruise. So yeah, it's pretty much just been sitting over here. I threw the old wheels off of the Supra, the 20s on it, the Koenig Ampliforms. Now we have these ones on it. We need to show the Supra some love. Ty drove it one day and hit the little bumper right there, so need to kind of respray the front bumper for it. But got to move this guy out of the way. We got to see if this thing will start. It is on full E85, and I think pretty much when I parked it in here last time, it's pretty much empty. So on the drive over here, and there's actually a local little car event thing going on tomorrow where they're doing like a dyno day and stuff too. So I think it would be kind of cool. Throw some fresh E85 in this thing, throw it on the dyno with the new turbo, the 3582, and see how much power it makes before we actually take it to Cleetus and Cars, because we're planning on going to the Houston one doing the burnout, and then basically going straight to Florida and doing the burnout competition at the Freedom Factory. So we got a lot of stuff we need to do. Gonna move this thing. Man, there's just lots of 2Js in here. So let's see if the Supra will fire up and go from there. All right, so it's been a couple weeks for the Supra too. Man, this thing needs a wash. Battery is all hooked up in the 2JZ Mustang. Let's hop in it and see if this thing starts. Normally it's pretty good. Alright boys, so 2JZ Mustang is ready to go. Hopefully we don't run out of fuel, but I'm gonna say goodbye to this thing and head over to the shop. I don't know, what do you guys think? Should I enter this into the burnout competition, or you think the old 2J Mustang is good enough? I gotta feel silly now for basically parking this thing for like over 6 months and not even driving it or doing anything with it other than doing burnout contests. I forgot how good it is. Like, we took this thing and drove it, I think it was about 5,000 or 6,000 miles total, towing a trailer, doing drift week, doing all that other stuff. And it is just such, it drives so nice. Like, it literally feels like a new technically like a new Supra, because it's like a newer chassis. It's got Bluetooth, it's got all the buttons on the steering wheel, but it just has that like 2J noises. I don't know, maybe I should like pull the wrap off of this thing, paint it, and then just like start daily driving this thing, because it's freaking sick. I need to hook up the AC though. They got some different wheels for it too. These ones are kind of big. This thing's so sick. Ty, remember when we drove this thing for like 6,000 miles? It was kind of nice.
Remember we were driving it with a trailer in LA traffic?
And you killed it like
I killed it on a hill, yeah. That was so much fun.
Yeah. What do you think of that?
Terrible.
So that is Evo Wagon Wing OEM.
That's good.
From Japan.
That's tight. It's gonna look a lot better than the factory Lancer one. Can you see yourself in that?
I can totally see myself in this Saab.
Yeah.
I see myself in it every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could definitely see myself.
Look at the 2J Mustang. Man, you just need to clean it.
What?
All right, go ahead.
Straighten them out, buddy.
Look at that. Hey, Sean, after this thing sits outside for a little while,
You can drive it.
hey, what does that P mean in the back here?
Get a little closer.
What does the P mean, though?
We'll zoom in on it.
What does the P mean?
What do you think it
I
means?
mean, you like peas? You like... All right, so Ty decided he's gonna move the Mustang. How many times do you think he's gonna kill it?
I don't know. I've never driven it, so I don't know. Maybe once. He might not. Let's see.
Maybe he knows that he's...
I don't know what he's got going on with his 14-point turn, but
What? He's gonna give it the wash. Got the Mustang up on the lift. Ty went ahead and washed this thing. Man, I just feel like I don't appreciate this thing enough. Obviously not, because it just sat over at my brother's forever. But some alignment stuff right here. And I honestly haven't had it on the lift for probably 6 or 8 months. A long time. I think after the final burnout thing that I did at the ice cream cruise, it literally came back, we changed the wheels and tires on it, and then drove it over to my brother's house, and that's basically been it. Want to check the oil on it, double check a bunch of stuff in the engine bay, and then I went ahead and I hooked up the can gauge to it as well. Went ahead and adjusted the camber on this back thing. For some reason, this arm up here just kind of comes loose after a while, and that's basically the camber. So I did the old iPhone alignment on it, but the exhaust is looking good. We got that Flowmaster Flow FX. I dented this tip at the Cleetus and Cars event by hitting the wall, but we have the different diff. We have the 355 diff in there. We swapped that out during Drift Week. Are you gonna fix it for me? Oh, you need it. One of the things that happened at the ice cream cruise, because they had a little drift event there, was I went off track. Basically board slid the side of the car, so you could see all the dirt in there. Basically board slid the car going off track, and the side skirt popped off. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw some new clips in here and get this thing back buttoned up on the car. Just took this thing out on the street. It is the next day. Changed the camber on that thing. Basically checked the oil, made sure everything was good. Bolted on this side skirt again. Got some new clips for that thing, so that thing looks like it's staying on there. Cleaned the engine bay. We're basically headed over to the little dyno right now. So I went ahead, I threw in this little BTI gauge. So we have all of our data right there. I just went ahead, drove it around on the street a little bit, and pulled some logs on it. Make sure everything was looking good before we just go slap this thing on the dyno. Put some fuel in it. So we're gonna cruise it over there. It's been a while since I've actually drove this thing on the street, other than to the shop yesterday. But I'm excited to drive it. It drives really nice. It's kind of weird. It just drives so nice. It's like a stock car almost, but it just sounds cooler. So this is a 12 valve swapped older Ford Ranger technically, and they're gonna ghetto fog it with the nitrous bottle up there. It's kind of sketchy, but 568 horse. It made like 320 something before that. $463.
So you will go home with the plaque today. Hopefully.
We'll see. What is the plaques?
500 and 1,000. So.
Yeah, pretty cool, right?
Very cool. Hey Anthony, is it good to let off the brakes?
Yeah, he's all strapped.
Yeah, you're solid.
Just the ignition thing. Are you looking to do a?
Yeah, I'm looking to do it.
Okay, so do you have the little one that goes around like a spark plug wire?
Yeah, I got the.
Or
I got that. Or yeah, I'm sorry.
where does that normally go?
This just has to go on the plug piece of sticky tape.
On the
balancer.
What about?
Can you go from under?
I was gonna say if we pull off this cover right here, it's two. I think those are two 6mm Allens. We could just go around the plug wire.
Okay. You can do
Should
that.
be able to. I think so it's wasted spark, so it might have two.
Oh.
Two.
Right. Well, I can probably adjust that.
Okay. 505 torque or something.
You got gas in it now, or?
Yeah, it's E85.
Yeah, So you're hoping for 6s?
Yeah. Yeah, because that was on pump gas that it did the 5, but we had it on the dyno with the E85 stuff too, but it was on a smaller turbo, so now it's a little bit bigger turbo. And
Are you gonna go bigger?
no, I'll just leave it. Thought about putting some nitrous on it for the burnout stuff, but keep it from bogging. To get the wheel speed I need to go in the 3rd gear, but if you like hesitate or do anything and you let
fall
off,
out of it.
then it'll burn. And then you gotta like bring it back up, so. See.
I'm excited to see what it's gonna do.
Yeah.
You said a horsepower rating though? What was
Can you just do wheel speed for torque?
I need RPM for torque. I can get you a horsepower rating with just wheel speed if that's gonna work.
I don't know. I guess let's mess with it for a minute and see what. I'm trying to see. Like normally there's like a pickup wire.
This napkins like has to go.
You want to leave that on that wire still?
That one made 498 at like 23 pounds of boost. So we'll see how this one does.
Try something else, you can.
Look at the logs real quick and make sure. But there's not really much I'd want to do because everything in it's really safe right now.
Right.
Like with burnouts and shit. So I could like add some timing to it. There's not much Stock with a turbo and injectors and just an ECU. So that's all she is.
Did you drive this down here?
Yeah.
Here, you gonna give her another pull?
That's another one. All right. Can we do another?
Huh?
Can we do another?
I'm not sure. That was
How much higher are we gonna go?
30? I don't know the increments that it goes in. It seems like it's been going about 2 or so that'll probably be right at.
Squeeze like 580 out of it, maybe.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's badass. Hell yeah. That's sweet. Yeah, I didn't know. And you guys made this?
next door.
Yeah, that's badass.
Right across the street.
That's it.
500 horsepower,
Nice.
Rowdy Performance.
Yes, sir.
Let me take a picture in
In
front
support
of it.
of the Cattlemen's Association.
That's sweet. Cool. Like a couple days in between, we drove it basically from here to Texas to New Mexico, Arizona, California, and then back to Colorado.
Good, dude.
Some miles, man.
David's on his way over.
That was a lot.
He's at the shop.
Got a little, I was
I
smudging
know,
it.
he's smudging it all up.
Excited to have your fingerprints.
Can we get one more two-step?
Yeah, I will. I'll do it when I pull. Alright, tell everybody to plug their ears if they're Alright guys, so as you guys seen, the Mustang made 585 horsepower at like 30 pounds of boost, and that is on a Superflow dyno. He had it on like the load setting. They're basically doing a little fundraiser over here for the Cattlemen's Association. So half all the proceeds from the dynos goes to them. We got this turbo Corvette over here. This seems pretty rowdy looking. Huh?
We get to give another one away. But it's crazy because these guys can make it so easy.
Oh, the Cummins?
Oh, stupid easy. Being common rail setup, don't make it too easy.
So you guys made these in-house. These are little 500 horsepower trophies. So the only ones is 500 and 1,000, right?
Yes.
Don't make me go get the Civic and
We
get
need
1,000.
We need,
I don't.
in all honesty, we need 1,000 horsepower today. He's not 100% sure that his can. He has a small tune.
Yeah. It
It
looks like
it could.
it looks like it's the most capable.
Right.
Just needs to add some boost to it and make sure she's
I
safe.
wonder how
but
many springs he's got in there.
I don't know.
I mean, he did his pie cuts really, really nice. Right? That's a really nice look. I wonder how that does the turbo sideways.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think it's fine. It just sucks air from wherever it can. So
Right.
that thing just made like 500. What's the most horsepower today?
What did you put down?
585.
You.
Yeah.
You're the highest so far today. What did he put down?
505, I think,
505.
is what it was.
Okay.
So
I know David.
He's 4 away from getting the 1,000 horsepower plaque. Alright guys, so that was a little dyno experience. Made 585 at 30 pounds of boost. Basically like tapering the boost in. I think that's how Steve had this thing when he tuned this thing on pump gas, so kind of keep the torque out of it. So it kind of has a little ramp boost table. But yeah, basically peaking about 30 pounds. Made some pretty good power, 585. That's definitely not a slouch. And again, this thing is a bone stock 2JZ. The only thing it has is head studs. Ditchworks 1500cc injectors. Ditchworks pumps in the tank. ECU master and the Garrett 3582 Gen 2 with a 82 AR exhaust housing on just like a cast log manifold. Has a CD09 tranny, and I was dynoing in 5th gear, which is 1-to-1. So the wheel speed is like over 150, so that's pretty crazy. Yeah, we're driving it home. I've literally had this 2JZ in a drift car for, I think it's over 5 years now. It's been in here for a little over a year, and it was in my drift car for about 4 years, beating the absolute crap out of it. And this thing's never skipped a beat, and the freaking JZ is so awesome. So a lot of times I don't know what to do with this car, because it's the Corvette's a little bit better of a drift car. This thing's just a little heavy, so if I could get some weight out of it, this thing would be all right. But yeah, it's definitely a cool thing. Really stoked that the Rowdy Performance guys put on that little dyno day over there, raised some money, and you know, for the Cattlemen's Association, so a good cause. But yeah, we're gonna cruise on back to the shop and go pick up the kids. So I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you later.